Hey everybody, welcome back to another glorious podcast of Take a Warrior Fishing Inc. This is, believe it or not, I know Kayleigh and you and I talked about it last podcast, but we were on lucky number 7. So this makes number 8. I don't know what generates 8 for what's awesome, but here we all are.
8 is great. It's almost August. That's the 8 month. So that was actually good timing on our
That was
on our
actually,
part.
that's really good. So with me, guys, Ken Wells, as always, and with me I have Kayleigh. Kayleigh's our director of community and public relations, and Ed. I'm not going to say what Dwayne calls him, but it's Ed. And Ed is our warrior relations and services. And unfortunately, our president and founder of Take a Warrior Fishing, Dwayne, cannot be with us this evening. He is doing some charter stuff that he has on the side, and so he's left us 3 in charge. Oh my good Lord! I don't know if that's a
Listen, the
good thing.
people have spoken. They want the Ed, Kaylee, and Ken show. I mean, I don't know how else to put it. This is what the people want. This is what we're going to give them.
We got to give it to him. That's right. So you know
Can't
what's
help it.
funny though? Me and Ed were talking before you came on about how well, Dwayne, not we, Dwayne always razzed you about not being on the podcast. And now I think this is Dwayne's second time not being on the podcast.
And to
I'm just
be
going to leave it
fair,
open for womp,
both
womp, womp.
times, or like all 3 times, I was at a Take a Warrior fishing event. So I mean, it's hard being the director of community stuff and not being in the community. So, and like I said, the people have spoken. They want to see Ed and Kaylee. So this is what they get.
That's right. Absolutely.
That's 45
All
minutes.
right. So that's right. So, real quick, before we go on, I do have to bring up something that of importance. I really didn't want to start it off like this, but we
Mm.
kind of have to do it. So recently, the board members of Take a Warrior Fishing, we approved a new bylaw, which is called Warrior Dropout. So in the past events, not just this year, but in previous years, we've had well over hundreds of warriors sign up for events and then drop out kind of like within the 2 weeks of an event happening. This causes so much ripple effect between pairing the warriors with the boaters, and oh, it's
It's
crazy.
such
A
a pain in the
nightmare.
ass. It's such a pain in the ass.
I mean, you saw that Ed at the
At
saltwater
the
slam
slam.
when we were calling up warriors, and one of them was like, I overslept. Like,
Yeah, I
you
tried to
know,
reach out to some of them too, and they just wouldn't answer the phone. It's like, all right, well, what do we do from here? And
that's
We
then,
right.
we
So
reconfigure the entire lineup. That's what we do
yeah,
every
we have
single
to
time.
figure it out,
yeah.
but
So for our warriors, and we're not trying to cause any ripple effect on our part, but what this warrior dropout bylaw pretty much states is that if you, the warrior, sign up for an event, all right, or a fishing experience, that's those one-on-one trips,
Hmm.
and you fail to contact anybody from Take a Warrior Fishing, we're all over our website. I mean, you can contact us via the Facebook. I mean, we're out there, all right, at least 2 weeks notice. You don't show up, like don't show up at all. You don't do nothing. You will not be able to attend any Take a Warrior Fishing experiences for 1 year. And so we're going to do that by updating our database, myself or Ed or Eric, and we're going to put a date that you received the phone call or of why you are non-selective and the reason why. And if you sign up for an event and you're within that 1 year, you're not going to get selected. All right. And this would also include if you're a warrior and you're on an experience, right? And you decide to cut that trip short, which leaves the trip short for other warriors. That has also happened this year. So the
Hmm.
only way that you can avoid this is through what we call valid emergencies. It's a death in the family, immediate medical reasons. That could be your spouse, child, or a dependent emergency that includes your grandparents. That's what like when Pete got with me and was like, "Hey man, this we got to include grandparents." I'm like, "Absolutely."
Yep.
Vehicle breakdown, or let's say you were like, "Hey, you signed up well months out in advance and you requested like PTO and they denied it like last minute, which happens." Those will only be the only reasons a warrior would be able to stay in a valid status for our events and experiences. And since we pride ourselves on honor and loyalty, stuff that we learned throughout the military, and it's just really cool values to have in general, we're going to take your word on it. And if this becomes habitual, fence, then well, we'll handle that as we see fit. So that is the warrior dropout bylaw, effective immediately.
I like it.
Whew.
Yeah.
Whew, that was a lot.
Gotta happen.
And I noticed already people were commenting like, yeah, that's awesome, man.
Yeah.
We should, and I'm like, all right. So far it's been very well received. And hopefully it won't be as chaotic when it comes to our events.
I really think people just don't realize how much work goes into the organizing of lining boaters with warriors and this, that, and the third. And so I think by just saying the rule out loud is probably gonna solidify how important the work is that everybody does leading up to an event. So
That's right.
Yeah, and not
Yeah.
only that too, it's think about the warriors that are missing out
right.
because you RSVP'd first, or you rogered up, you confirmed first that you were going on this trip, and then you ghost us, and then it's like, well, we had a couple different warriors that wanted to
Right.
go on, and now they missed their opportunity. So it's you got to hold yourself accountable. It's like work, right? You can't just not show up to work,
Yep.
right? Call your boss, let them know that hey, I'm sick or whatever the case is. Just give us a heads up. I mean, I'm on the Facebook. I know Ken checks it. I know Dwayne checks it. So if you send us a message on Messenger, someone's going to see it. If you email us, someone's going to see it. A lot of the times I'm messaging people from my personal Facebook and like letting them know like, hey, congrats, you've been selected for this trip. So some of these warriors are familiar with me already. Reach out to me, reach out to somebody. But there's a lot of work that goes into it, like Kayleigh was saying, and Ken. So
well, we don't want you to see that. We want you to show up to an experience, right, or an event, and just have a good time. That's the whole purpose. Is for you not to. It's a stress-free environment. Let us do the stress.
Yeah, we'll do the stressing.
Yeah, and you get to enjoy it, but
we're good
you got to do your part. You got to do your part. You know what I'm saying? And that's it. And this is the simplest thing in the world. If you show up, you're motivated, you want to get out on the water, you want to leave all your stress and the work and all the bad stuff behind you, you can do that. Just let us do all the stressing, but you got to do your part. All right, guys, if you haven't subscribed to our channel, please hit the subscribe button, like the videos, and comment on our podcast. If there's something that you'd like to see in our podcast, or if you have a question that needs to be answered, please let us know, and we will get it addressed. So we have some special guests tonight, y'all, on our podcast. We all know them very well. And a lot of our warriors who've been around a hot minute know who these two folks are. There are board members now. Rick was an assistant director when it came to food, and now he wanted to become a board member. Don has been a board member, I guess, since the beginning.
Since the dawn of time.
The dawn of. Oh, wait, this is going to be a good podcast. Yeah, so they're board members now, but they're still going to do what they do for Take a Warrior Fishing, and that is Don Tylecki and Rick Naylor, and Rick Naylor owns Rick's Barbecue. And so we would love to welcome these two right now to our podcast. Yeah, just awesome folks. I mean, they got really like all y'all contagious attitudes, mentalities, personalities, and all that good stuff. So, and here they are. So I need to see you guys' video and unmute your microphone so we can talk to y'all.
There we go.
How you doing, buddy?
Can you hear me now?
We can hear you perfect, sir.
Loud and clear.
All right. Don, how are you doing, buddy?
All right, and you?
Good. All right, folks, in our podcast world, this is Rick Naylor of Rick's Barbecue, and this is Don. Is it Tylecki?
Yep. Pretty good.
All right. So Rick's Barbecue, these are the guys that when you go to events, even the upcoming event that Kayleigh's going to talk about here shortly, these are the guys that will be cooking your food. All right. And their food goes quick. They can tell you that. But let's start real quick with what Dwayne, because Dwayne's not here. Let's reemphasize
Boo.
that for the second time. So Dwayne, I asked him, I said, I knew he wasn't going to be here in advance. And I said, so what is it about Don and Rick that you want me to let our viewers know? And he said, Don is an original board member who has been on Would Take a Warrior Fishing since its inception, especially when it became an official 50 or 501c3. And then Rick and Dwayne met on a fishing trip in May of 2023. And he's been involved ever since. Both donate lots of time and effort to Take a Warrior Fishing Inc. and always looking for more ways to make Take a Warrior Fishing Inc. better. And that's the podcast. No, I'm joking. So that's from Dwayne. So we're going to start with Don first. Don, let's talk about you, man. What is Don? Who's a Don? Who's a Don?
Oh,
Don Julio.
I'm basically, I've been a mechanic for, I don't know, probably 30 something years now. I met Dwayne. I've been friends with Dwayne probably about 10 years. And I've been with him for about 4 years now. I enjoy the outdoors, fishing and stuff. And, when it came to warrior fishing, the basically meeting the people and talking to the people and, it's just a good time. You take them out of their realm, normal day-to-day jobs that they do, and we go out fishing and, it's just a good time.
Awesome. So what have you gotten so far out of Take a Warrior Fishing? I know you're not military, but we treat you like you're military because of all the awesome things that you do.
Yeah.
Really, we really do.
I mean, I'm not military. I have a lot of military family background. And just meeting these people and being able to have a good day with them.
That's awesome. And about Rick,
military. No idea.
You thought he was?
Well, the first time I met him at the saltwater, I mean, his demeanor, the way he carries himself, I thought he was some,
nope,
old retired, first sergeant.
No military.
Old salt dog,
I have a lot of family.
That's why.
Friends.
Could have fooled me.
That's good, man. Well, Rick, let's hear your story, man. Who's Rick Naylor?
Well, I've done mechanic work basically all my career, and I retired 3.5 years ago from the city of Clinton as fleet manager over all the equipment in the city. And then May 19th of 23, I decided I wanted to get a fishing trip to Sharon Harris, learn how to catch the fish, because I'd always wanted to know. I'd been 3 times and not caught any, so I chartered Dwayne's boat.
Oh, wow.
So he took me out to one place, and we sat there the whole time, the 4 hours, and caught fish. And so we were talking back and forth about different ourselves, and he was telling me about the warrior fishing. And then all of a sudden he asked me, he said, I told him about my cooking and all with state competitions and fundraisers and stuff, benefits. And he asked me, what would I charge to cook for the warriors? And I told him nothing. He said, really? I said, yeah, nothing. I said, you just let me know when and where you want to cook and how much. I said, that's all you got to do. But that's how me and Dwayne got started. Well, how me and Don met was the first fundraiser at the tap yard.
Yep.
I had 2 cookers in my trailer, and I was pulling one out, and the second one decided it wanted to throw me for a flip up in the air, and I landed on my right elbow. At the time, I was hurting. That was 30 minutes after I met Don. He probably said, oh, hell, I don't know about this guy. Anyway, 4 months later, I found out I tore the retina out of my eye, so now I'm blind in that eye. But he's still hanging with me.
Yeah.
So I asked him, I said, do you want to learn how to cook and take my place if I'm out sick or something? And he said, yeah. So that's how me and Don become good friends. And I've got a boat, and I've carried out several warriors out fishing and just had a blast with those guys. And it just makes you feel good to see how happy they are out there on the water, even if you're not catching fish.
That's right.
Yeah.
So same question to you, Rick. Since you've been doing your part for Take a Warrior Fishing, what have you gotten out of it, like personally?
Personally, I've got to know a lot of the guys and see how they intermingle the different branches, and got to meet a lot of friends. And it just makes you feel good to be able to give back to those guys. And I'm not military myself, so I'm like Don. I'm not military myself, but I've always wanted to give back to help those guys out. And now I'm able to do it, and it's a real good feeling.
So let me ask you a question, Don. Since I'm going to put you on the spotlight on this question, son. So you have been with Dwayne since the inception of Take a Warrior Fishing in 2022. How has it changed from 2022 to present day 2025?
Great question.
It's just amazing. The growth. And I mean, we went, really, to be honest with you, Dwayne, he basically wanted to start this. He come and asked me if I knew any. Actually, the first question was, "Do you have a boat?" I'm like,
that's Dwayne's first question to everybody.
Yeah, he's like, "Do you have a boat?" And then he explained what he was trying to do and stuff. He's already had his charter business and stuff. But he wanted to do this. How can I give back to the Warriors? And that's what he come up with. And then he was playing this Sharon Harris, the first event. And I said, no, but my buddy over here, he does have a boat. Started talking to him, got him all set up. Yeah, he'll come out and, take a warrior fishing and stuff. And I just happened to said, Dwayne, I said, what are you going to do for food? Are you going to feed everybody after you take them out fishing? And Dwayne kind of looked at me. He's like, good question. Can you handle that? So the first event, local fire department donated their grill. I ended up cooking 200 hot dogs. We fed, the warriors that showed up and stuff. And that's where we started. And now it's gone. I mean, it just keeps growing and growing, and I'm going to be there as long as I can. But it's just amazing how it's grown. And the people I've met doing, the trade shows and stuff like that, the different bait companies, and just even the people that are just walking by that are visiting these shows, they kind of look at our tent and stuff, and, they look around and they kind of keep walking. You go up and you talk to them, and next thing you know, they're at your next event. And it's just amazing. It's amazing what he's doing.
That's awesome. So, Rick, I got a question for you there, buddy. So, I know we got this thing coming up. I'm not going to take anything away from Kelly, but what are y'all cooking for September?
I'm going to be
there.
September,
what's on the menu?
Well, me and Don's got together and we threw quite a few things around. So we're going to be cooking some pork barbecue, turkey barbecue, and pork chop sandwiches, and we're trying to get some sausage dogs in there.
No.
And some hot dogs. So, nice. And we're unveiling a new project me and Don's been working on. Will be unveiled at that cooking.
Yeah, it should be unveiled at 13th.
Okay, I think you and Rick and we had a conversation on that, so I'm not going to say anything. No, but that's definitely going to be photo worthy for sure.
Me and Don's been sweating a hell of a lot on that deal.
I was going to say, y'all have been plotting for months now.
Yeah, we have.
I know, right?
And that's awesome. Looking forward to this Saturday being cooler.
Yeah.
Well, that's right. Yeah, it's been so hot. I mean, I don't know about y'all down by the coast, but over here it's just been horrible. Like,
it's awful.
So bad.
Yeah.
And that's one thing. That's one thing you said, how far warrior fishing has gone. And that's what we're working on. We're going to need much more to, do our events and stuff. And with what we're doing, we're going to be able to do pretty much anything.
That's right.
On
Yeah,
mine
because
and
the
Don's
biggest
part,
thing.
on mine and
What's
Don's
that, Rick?
part, on mine and Don's part, you can count on us to be there to help catch it up if it grows too big. We're working on it
That's
every
right.
day.
Yeah.
Well, I know we haven't told anybody much, only a few select people, and this, well, we all know, but we have some amazing things coming for 2026.
Yeah.
And our events are no longer going to be just, I can't ruin it. I can't say it. Our events are going to be bigger. They're going to be better. I think already they're very well organized, so I'm not even going to go down that road. But I think that as like what Don's alluding to and Rick, as we get bigger, as we grow as a warrior nation, I like to call it.
Warrior
We're
Nation, I like
we're
that.
we're in
I like
we're
that.
in six. Thank you. And we're in 16 states right now, y'all.
Yeah.
16. We were in 6 states starting in 2025 or 2024. At the end of, and then since I came on, Ed came on, Kayleigh came on. I mean, now we're in 16 states. I'm like, and I was talking to Dwayne about it offline personally, and he's like, yeah, he's like, I'm still baffled. Like, I'm
That's
shocked
crazy to
that,
think.
and it's a lot of work on our end. But like, again, the warrior dropout. All you gotta do is show up.
Yeah.
You sign up, you show up, you have a good time, you create some fellowship, you break bread, and then you share your experience with others.
It's free.
That's
Just
it.
show up. It's free.
Yeah. It's free.
That's it.
And
If people don't believe us, they think that there's a hidden agenda
Yeah.
behind what we're doing. And I'm
Yeah.
proof. I showed up to the 1 November event.
Yep.
That was the damn best event I've ever been to in my life for fishing. And I was like, I have to be part of this organization. Like, this is insane. I'm blown away by how awesome. I love organization. I don't know if y'all know. I love organized events. And I felt like I was at a professional bass tournament.
Yeah, I did.
Yeah.
I had no idea. I was not expecting the efficiency. I mean, I should have known a bunch of people who are very passionate about fishing, which happens on a tight schedule, and also a whole bunch of military guys and gals getting together trying to make something happen. You had to think this was going to be one of the most organized events
it is.
That's right.
to show up to.
It is.
That's kind of my favorite
right.
part too. You said Warrior Nation, and I think it's with the speed of which we're growing and all of the ambassadors and all of the people that we've added. I think one of my favorite parts is seeing non-military members, but military community members showing up and showing out for warriors and veterans and active duty and reservists. And I think especially in today's world, the camaraderie of the community in general is also really special to see. Just seeing people come out of the woodworks from all parts of North Carolina communities and other 16 state small town communities, just coming out and supporting people who literally just need to get out on the water, get outside, put your phone up,
That's right.
not care about nothing, not even care about catching a fish. That's my other favorite part is every single person you ask, the first thing out of anybody's mouth is never about the fish. I don't even think we even get to talk about the fish half the time.
Yeah.
But just
right.
getting these guys and gals out on the water, it's really cool to see.
Even some of the warriors that come out and participate in events, they come back in and they see what we do and they're like, how can I help out?
Yeah.
It's not so much
I
as
can
going
help,
out
yeah.
fishing. The next event, they want to come out and help.
Yep.
Where can I volunteer? So I mean, it
That's
brings
right.
out a lot of stuff.
I know Ed came out to. Oh, I'm sorry, Rick. Go ahead.
Sometimes they'll come by where me and Don's at and help us out with the cooking part of it.
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
Yeah.
Just jump right in. You don't have to ask them. They jump right in and go to help.
Exactly.
That's
Start
in the
throwing
military. We call that initiative.
Me and Don
Especially if
call
they're
it
active
good-
duty.
Me and Don call it good health.
Yep.
That's right. So I know Ed, when he showed up to his first ever event, he got thrown in the fire, like what Kayleigh was talking about when she showed up. Ever. I mean, there was no like rule book or like,
Nope.
hey, this is how we do it. It's like,
Oh,
go do it. And Ed figured it out. He was a little apprehensive at first, but
Yeah,
you would never have
it
known.
was-
You thought he was doing it for years.
Hey, he
Yeah,
doing
well,
it
I mean,
good.
it was it was like it's just like, hey, you're gonna be at the command post. I'm like, all right, cool.
Right.
I've been in the COC before. I've been like, all right,
right.
let's see what this is about. And then as we started getting, warriors coming in, I got, Dwayne's wife, which by the way, Dwayne's not here today. But Dwayne's wife was with me, and she was like, "Hey, this is how we've done it in the past," and I was like, "All right, cool. So let's just keep it this." I don't know. I was just trying to figure it the f out, and it ended up being like for my first time there, like it ended up being such a great event that I was like, "Man, I can't wait for the next one," and I just want to stay part of this organization for the long haul because I mean it's just awesome. Doesn't get better than fishing.
When I was active duty, I used to build a team around me to be winners, and we would take our hits, learn from our mistakes, but ultimately at the end, it was all about building a winning team around you. And I can tell you right now that Take Away Fishing Inc. If you are not part of this winning team, you need to be, because this is an awesome team to be part of.
Yeah, it is.
It is.
And the same thing going back, we show up at an event and everybody just does whatever. Kayleigh, the first event was last year at Sharon Harris. I met her and, she kept coming to me and like, all right, what do I need to do?
What's next?
Where do you want me to go? Where are we going? And she just kept going. And I was just, all right, go do whatever you're going to do.
Yeah, we figured it out.
Everybody figured it out. And
that's right.
I think that's what makes our events happen. Everybody just does whatever they want to, not want to do, but whatever they can do, wherever they can
That's
be.
right. Yeah, the good news, we got Vector Force coming back to be our title sponsor for the Sharon Harris event in November.
Oh, I love that.
And we talked to Billy on the phone, me and Dwayne, and it looks like he's bringing, in his words, not mine, between 20 and 30 volunteers.
Yeah.
And that's
Dwayne's like, bring them. Want them to work.
And that's what happened in our spring in April there at Jordan. Yep. Me and Rick turned around and all these people just come out and they're like, what do you want me to do? You want me to serve this, that? Me and Rick stood there like, all right, you guys do whatever you want. We just kept cooking,
That was the fastest chow line I think I've ever seen in the history of chow lines. Like we were skating people through that line.
Yeah. Yep.
Some of them come back 2 or 3 times.
Yeah.
I believe it.
That's because it's so good, Rick.
Well, I've got a good tradition. I've got Don on.
Oh,
our dill pickles every time we cook.
Pickles.
Yeah, that's our tradition.
Got to have those for the leg cramps.
Right. Yep.
So that's priority.
Yep, them pickles. Hey, I got a question for you both. What kind of music are you listening to when you're out fishing?
I don't listen to music.
Don't listen to music.
No music happening?
No, not really.
Nope.
Well, the last person I asked this to, I was like, what kind of music do you play out on the boat? Like, what kind of music do you listen to while you're fishing? And they said something catchy.
Something touchy.
Get it?
We walked into that one, Don.
Yeah, you sure did. You sure did.
Anytime Kayleigh pauses,
say something catchy.
No, anytime Kayleigh pauses, you know that bad fish joke's coming.
Yep. I'm getting really good at my joke telling.
You are. That was really good.
I was wondering where this was going. I was wondering. That was a good one. That was a really good one.
I was going to say that's probably why you're not catching anything when you go out with Dwayne, because you're not listening to something catchy, but I figured we bragged on Dwayne enough tonight.
Well, Dwayne got that new boat. Dwayne got that new Robala.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. Hey, Kayleigh, I'll tell them how I met you the first time.
Listen, I will take that advice you gave me to heart. It's going to be inscribed on my wall. That's the other thing. Anytime you come to a Take a Warrior Fishing event where Don and Rick are, you're going to leave with some words of wisdom, some sort of sermon, something. You're going to leave with a full belly and a full heart, and you're probably going to laugh your ass off at least once.
That's right.
We have fun while we're doing it.
Yeah, we do.
Yep.
Hey, you only live once. You might as well enjoy every moment, right?
Exactly.
That's true.
All right, Don and Rick, do you guys have anything else to add to this podcast before I let y'all go?
Nope. I don't.
Nope.
All right. Well, we appreciate y'all coming on. We appreciate your time, and we will soon see you when Haley mentions what's happening in September.
All right. I'm so
Um,
excited.
and I mean, it's already posted on Facebook. For those that, again, people look at things differently, right? You know,
Yeah.
visualization, reading, whatever. But thank you guys very much. I do appreciate your friendship, first of all.
Yes.
You guys accepted me like with open arms, and truly appreciate that. That means a lot from me. It's hard for me. I have a very small group of people, and I'm honored to know that you guys are all part of it. So thank you.
Now you have a big group
Thank
of
you
people.
for having us. Yep.
I
Thank
do.
Yeah, you do.
Thank all of y'all.
Thanks,
Yeah.
guys.
All right, guys. You guys have a good evening.
Yep.
Bye.
You
Take
Thanks,
care.
guys. I'll see you again.
Bye.
See you.
All right, bye. All right, so that was Don and Rick of Rick's Barbecue, both board members for Take a Warrior Fishing Inc. All right, Kayleigh. So what we got some things going on in September. Would you like to tell our viewers about it?
We do. Even in these summer months, we don't have a big fishing event typically in the summer. And if you've been outside in the last 60 to 90 days, you understand why we don't have many outdoor fishing events in the summer. But we do. We stay busy and we've got a lot of things happening, as we've alluded to 6 or 7 different things happening in the background. We do have a few things coming down the pipeline. The one that everyone is the most excited about is the September 13th Summer Bash event, which we partner with the American Legion Post in Fuquay, Varina, North Carolina, and they throw this big year-end summer bash party, and they have welcomed us back. We use it as a fundraiser and a networking event. Also, just again, as an end of summer bash, even though it will be 90 degrees here until probably mid-November. But you will see the infamous Don and Rick of Rick's Barbecue cooking quite literally all weekend, that weekend, to serve everybody. I'm really excited for those pork chop sandwiches. I've not experienced that yet. We were recently at an event there at the Legion, and Rick was trying to figure out how many hogs he needed to get wrangled before the September event, because there's going to be a lot of people there. But one of the events we're bringing back that same day is the Take a Warrior Fishing Poker Run, which I'm super excited about as well. You can catch the full list of locations. There are 5 because poker on our Facebook event. But just a quick rundown, we're going to kick off at 11 a.m. at Locked and Loaded Bar and Grill, which is in Garner. And there'll be a poker run. Again, all those locations are posted. It is $20 a biker, $30 if you've got a rider. And that does include coming to the summer bash. So that 5th location where you'll get your last card. If you don't know how a poker run works, you go to all the different locations throughout the day and you're given a random card from a deck of cards, and then at the very last stop, the person who has the best poker hand wins, which it's pretty fun. But the last stop will actually be at the summer bash. So included in your $30 donation, you'll get a plate of Rick's famous barbecue from the Dream Team, which we're really excited about. Obviously, we want everybody to be safe and protected, so no drinking and driving, obviously no colors. But it'll be a pretty fun event. Last year, they had quite a few bikers go through and pulled up to the Legion at the end. I'm happy that the Legion has gotten a brand new parking lot. It will be able to fit many more bikes and a lot more cars because the party will be big. But we're really excited about the Summer Bash. I believe they're giving away a Viking saddle bag as one of the raffle prizes for everybody that was a part of the poker run. So I know everybody's really excited about that. But yeah, I'm really excited for that event. The Summer Bash kicks off. I mean, it's an all-day event, but the last rider will be in by 5 o'clock at the Summer Bash. So it's primarily an afternoon event, but I mean, we'll be there all day, hanging out, talking about warrior fishing. And so we're pretty excited about it. But if you have any questions about it, you can reach any of us on social media. The events are posted on our Facebook. They're also posted on our website. We would love to have you come out and hang out with us. So that's the next big fundraising event.
Yeah, and then what's that?
You think they'll let us fish in the pond back there? Like, bring my poles with me?
I mean, we did have 2 or 3 guys at the golf tournament that we had up there at pull their fishing rods out of their truck
So
and head down there. So
there you go.
probably.
I'll come prepared.
That's right. And then on the 27th of September, the same
Mhm.
location, we have the Warrior Kayak Blast.
Yep.
So I talked to Dwayne, and for this one, because it's only, I think he said it's like a 14-acre pond, the cap will be at 40 Warriors for
Yeah.
this
I
event.
think 40 was the magic number.
Right. And 5 of those slots are going to go to our Fort Bragg, better opportunity for single soldiers. So we'll
Mhm.
see our Fort Bragg Bragganites out there fishing in a kayak. And what's really cool about kayak fishing is if you've never done it, you
Oh,
completely lose focus on how to balance in life because it's your watch. There's gonna be guys out there that show up with like rigs, like 15, $20,000 kayak rigs.
Oh,
And you see
really?
these guys that, oh
oh
yeah,
my God.
it's insane. It's just like a bass boat on a troll motor, you
Yeah.
know, or a paddle boat. And but what's ironic about the whole thing is like I got one for my birthday years ago, and I was a Boy Scout growing up. Go figure, right? And
Shocking
I had a
to learn.
canoe, and I learned how to canoe, and I thought that was challenging because I didn't know how to at first, and then I got comfortable. So when I got the kayak, I'm like, this is easy. Look, when you catch a fish, and I got it on video, it drugged me probably about 50 to 100 feet when I was trying to reel it in. I didn't have an anchor on my kayak. I didn't know you could even have an anchor on a kayak.
I didn't know you
So
could
just
anchor a kayak. That feels like cheating.
so it's just going to be interesting. It's going to be fun. You're going to see everything that we're talking about if you sign up for the event. Dwayne put out a email and post on
Mhm.
social media about registration is officially open. So if you are listening to this podcast and you say sign up and you say, hey, I don't have a kayak, make sure when you RSVP under comments
Mhm.
or notes, you say I do not own a kayak. That way there we can get you a kayak for that day. All right. So, guys, our next topic is going to be something that is completely new to Take a Warrior Fishing Inc., and that is going to be our upcoming Warrior Week of Giving. That is going to be from the 11th through the 17th of August for the start. We have future plans with this. So, what it is pretty much, and I'll do the first part if someone wants to jump in on the second part, is everyone knows we're a 501c nonprofit organization. We work strictly off donations, sponsorships, and grants. That's what keeps our budget going. And none of us really get a paycheck at all, period. We're all volunteers, which is awesome because, I think it's just awesome the way we do things. But that money goes into operating costs, running our website, getting the t-shirts, all the merchandise that we have. And it's just a good way to give back. So the 11th through the 17th, we're asking our warriors, our boaters, friends of warriors, families of warriors, friends of boaters, volunteers who watch our sponsors. Hey, that week we're going to have every day there's going to be a new post about donating to Take a Warrior Fishing. If you are going to donate $1, we'll take it. That's one more dollar than we had.
Yep.
All right. And then the other part, anybody want to chime in on the second part with the Warriors? Crickets. Okay, so the second part is going to be having warriors provide their testimonies on Facebook or Instagram or on YouTube with comments like, "How did Take a Warrior Fishing? Did it change your life? Was it everything that you thought it was going to be, or was it different?" And so, with your testimonies, I think that's really going to be something that kind of like exemplifies the Warrior Week of Giving because the whole purpose is for us to provide you, the Warrior, a zero cost fishing experience. Period. That's it. There's no hidden agendas. There's no, you know, nothing attached to it. And so that Warrior Week of Giving is just two parts. One, hey, we need your money, but we're not like begging for it. If you want to donate, you donate. Cool. The other part is having our warriors come out and talk about how Take a Warrior Fishing has changed their lives. And we've heard so much already at our event. My
Hmm.
best one that really resonates with me is the specialist that we had on our podcast when she went out
Yeah.
fishing for the first time ever during our spring event on a bass boat, going zero to holy crap in like 10 seconds. She was so nervous and apprehensive before getting on that boat. She really didn't even want to go. She saw the boat and she was like, I don't think I can
I'm
do
not
this.
getting on the thing.
When she came back and she had fish, she caught fish. Um, she was a different person. Her confidence was there. She was energized, energetic, and Steve Lopper had her out there. So thank you, Steve. He showed her a great time. That's the stories we want to hear, stuff like that. Like even if, like Kayleigh mentioned, if you don't even catch a fish, 99% of the times when warriors talk to us, it's not about how the fish they catch. It's about the experience that they had. That's it. And that's what we're about. So that's
Yeah,
going to be coming up, folks.
I think the Warrior Week of Giving is a great trend. I think it's kind of twofold because I think people watch us on social media, they see our podcast, they see us all over the place in the community, and they don't know where to start or how to help or what to do or do I donate? Do I sponsor? Do I take someone out fishing? Do I ask to go fishing? That's like some people just don't want to ask to go fishing either. It's a weird thing to ask. So I think the Warrior Week of Giving will open up an easy way for people to know how to help. This is how you can donate. This is why donating is important. Here's also how to sponsor, and here's what sponsorships do for us. Um, Sponsorships not just being in the form of cash, but also in product, in support, in prizes and things like that. But then also, how can I donate just a regular person, even if it's just $1 a month, even if it's just 50 cents, even if it's $5 a month? Like, how can I do that, and how will that actually help? And so I think the Warrior Week of Giving is a great way for us to, yeah, raise money that we do need to operate and to keep this going, but also to show people kind of behind the curtains and what's really important to keep Take a Warrior Fishing going. So, but the testimonies do say it all because even though we're called Take a Warrior Fishing, people don't always necessarily know what we do and how we do it. So the warrior testimonies just prove the point that it's that simple. We just take warriors fishing.
That's
Yeah,
it.
and that also might get good. All right. So no, I mean, I was just gonna, to say what on top of what you were saying, it might get some of those warriors that are kind of hesitant about going out there like that specialist. Like I've never been on a boat,
Yep.
or just nervous about going out in the water, or whatever the case is. But you're listening to other warriors' stories about their experience, that's gonna get more warriors involved, hopefully,
Yep.
and man, I mean, everything with this organization, I mean, just what we're doing, it's amazing how we're growing. And I've only been part of it for like 4 months.
Sure. That's all right. We'll talk about 4 months, Ed. Let's talk about your realm of Take a Warrior Fishing. How's the Warriors side of things? The past trips, future trips, and how can Warriors be part of these amazing fishing opportunities?
Yeah, so for the listeners who don't know me, earlier Ken introduced me. I'm director of Warrior Relations and Services. So really, what I'm doing is connecting our warriors with the boaters, ensuring that we can get them out on the trip. So it's a lot of logistics, really, a lot of logistics. And I mean, just in the past, like I said, 3-4 months that I've been a part of Warrior Fishing. I mean, we've already had so many different events, and they're not huge events like the ones that we're you know posting about, like the one coming up on in September, the kayak blast, and then we have Sharon Lake in November, or the saltwater slam. But we'll have a boater reach out to us like, hey, I got a boat, I can accommodate 2 warriors, and we're out in this geographical location. Can you get us connected with some warriors? And that's what we do. And I mean, just in the past month, we've had 5 trips in the past month. 3 of them in South Carolina. We had 1 in Florida, and then coming up this month, I mean, we have one coming tomorrow. We have a trip tomorrow. We have a trip on Friday. We have a trip August 7th in Florida. A trip August 9th in Alabama. Right now.
Did you say Alabama?
Roll Tide, baby.
Oh,
Whatever. Nerd. Sorry, Ed.
But
It's about to be
I,
football season. We're all going crazy.
We are
yeah,
4 weeks away. But that's
but
awesome. I mean, you say Florida, Alabama, South Carolina. I mean, wow,
yeah, no, I
that's
mean
awesome.
it's crazy. I just and then I might have some more coming up. I'm still talking to a couple boaters to get some dates locked in, but even then, I mean those are going to be some trips in North Carolina, like Central North Carolina,
Mhm.
and then up in Minnesota Beach. I think I'm saying that right. I don't know.
Probably not.
Probably not. But yeah, I mean, that's what we have so far. That's what we've had this past month, and we're going to continue to have more trips coming up. So any boaters out there who are listening, or um, if you know of any boaters and you want
Yeah.
to share the share the podcast, share our Facebook, share our Instagram. If you want to get warriors and take them out on a trip and do something special for the military community who's given already so much, hit us up, and we'll work around everything, and we'll make sure that we can get warriors on your boat, and we'll post about it, and hopefully it's a good time for the boaters and the warriors.
That's right.
And
So real quick, we have our
a lot of hard
newsletter
work
coming.
organizing
What's that?
everyone together. I don't envy it.
Yeah, it's a lot of moving pieces. Again, what the Warriors don't see, they don't need to know. It's just they get on the water and they get to enjoy it.
That's right.
So
It's
that's
easy.
our goal. Our mission is to provide that experience without any hiccups on our part. So next month, our newsletter is going to come out the same day as our podcast, the Tight Lines. The and it's going to be more about you, the warrior. So I was thinking about it, and I put out a post about I wanted more warriors to submit their photos. And I want this newsletter to be more about you, the warrior, and your experiences. And so far, you'll see there's a lot of photos that actually there was quite a big response to that. And I received a lot of photos. And matter of fact, one of the cover photo was one of the first photos that I received. And I think it was from Rich Hastings, aka Fish Whisperer.
Uh-huh.
He sent it very awesome, like just a great photo. And I'm like, yep, that's the cover photo. It just you'll see. It's really awesome. So that's coming out. And then if you guys have your photos and you want to submit them, you can do it on Facebook or you can go or Instagram. Or you can email me at ken@warriorfishing.org. And if you didn't know, talking about social media, we can be found on several social media platforms, including Facebook, Instagram, TikTok, and YouTube. Uh, Detailed descriptions of all the discussed information will always be provided in our video description, especially on YouTube. Sponsor shout outs, all that good stuff. Talking about sponsor shout outs, normally I leave that for Dwayne to
But he's not
do,
here.
but he's not here. So I am going to do the sponsor shout out. And of course, I need to pull it up real quick because I thought I had it ready, but I didn't. But it's not a bra. But yeah, this sponsor is awesome. Matter of fact, Dwayne was talking to me earlier. He is going to renew with us at the I think at the end of July. And this month's sponsor shout out is going to go to Josh Benton of State Farm, located in Cary, North Carolina. Uh, Josh has been a sponsor since Take a Warrior Fishing inception in 2022.
Hmm.
Josh is something interesting a lot of people don't know about Josh. He is a combat veteran during Operation Iraqi Freedom. And to this day, Josh serves as an Apache pilot for the North Carolina National Guard. His State Farm office in Cary offers comprehensive range of insurance services, including auto, homeowner, renter, business, and life insurance as well. They do like out of state transfers, and they do
Hmm.
that between Raleigh and Cary. Again, Josh's ongoing commitment is invaluable for supporting and playing a crucial role in enabling our warriors to experience tranquility and relaxation on the water. So, Josh, thank you very much for you do, and that is your sponsor shout out.
Thank you, Josh. And thank you for your service.
Yeah, it's a cool dude. Imagine it like, hey, what do you do for a living? Well, I do this. I'm an Apache pilot. Okay, you just upped
Also,
all
do
of
you
us,
need
bro.
some life insurance?
I wonder if that's the guy that. So when I go fishing on Sharon Harris, there's always like one or two Apaches, and you'll see them out there during the event.
Mhm.
And in Sharon in November, and they're always flying. Like they'll fly low, and it's cool. You're like, oh, cool, an Apache.
What are they gonna do? A flyby?
Hour later, it's the same Apache. 2 hours later, bro, just go away. You know? But
They
yeah, they're
probably
there all the time. But yeah, so anybody got anything else for this podcast before we call it quits?
I think that's it. We're
Nothing
excited
else
for
over
September.
here.
Ed, you're doing good. Work is
Yeah, man.
good.
Yeah, work is good. Work is good. Just helping veterans every day. That's what I do.
That's awesome. You're doing like double duty, bro.
Yeah, yeah,
Quadruple
yeah.
duty.
But it's awesome though. I
Yeah,
know. I love it. I love being a VSO, and I love being the director for Warrior Fishing. Just being in the veteran community and then being able to talk to veterans every day. It's awesome. So,
The military
that's
community
right.
is the best community. I stand firm on
oh yeah.
that stance. But
Yeah.
yeah, all good. All good out here on the coast, Kenneth.
Well,
I'm
how
sweating.
is oh, we went with Kenneth. Okay.
We had to get one in.
Okay.
We ragged on Dwayne. We had to get one Kenneth in.
You mean Dwayne?
Ewayne.
Dwayne.
So how's your new job going, Kayleigh?
It's
Are you
so good.
enjoying it?
I'm not a work from home person, I thought, because I'm an extrovert. I need to be outside with the people. But it's a
Right.
great team that I work with. We stay busy. Days fly by. I go outside and touch grass every once in a while and make sure I'm still good. It's harder when the heat index is 115, I think, the other day. So you can only touch grass
Wow.
for like 1 second. Um, I know everybody's ready for fall, but not me. I am a summer girl at heart. I want it to be this hot all the time. Well, maybe not this
Oh,
hot, but I want it to be summer all the time. But no,
wow.
they're great. I'm excited for September events. I'm excited for Ed and I to get some stuff rolling out here on the coast as
Oh yeah.
well. I know a lot of our folks are out there in the central south Raleigh-ish area and Dwayne over on the coast, north coast. But I think we've got some cool stuff coming up. So stay tuned to the socials and you will see Ed and I out and about for sure.
Oh yeah.
That's awesome. Well, guys, it was awesome having y'all on board for this podcast number 8. This will be pushed out on the 1st of August, first thing in the morning, along with the newsletter. And as we end every podcast, for those who are about to fish, we salute you.
We salute you.
All right, guys. Thank you.
Bye, friends.
Hey guys. Have a good night.